Oh boy. Yes, hello, folks. This is a video of me watching an old Indianapolis 500.
Ceremonies and the preparation for the start in Indianapolis.
That's right.
Drivers are in, their straps pulled down until they're painful, ready for 200 laps, 500 miles. Right now, in the cockpit, the drivers consider the moment.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty fantastic. We wait all year long for this. This is the Super Bowl of motorsports.
The hair standing up on the back of your neck, and you just kind of settle into a rhythm.
That's when the butterflies kind of start going away. When you start the engines and you roll.
I'll be in pretty good shape, but I never know. I might get all misty out there.
Ready to go. I mean, that's when everything starts, when the heart rate goes up a little bit.
Once it fires up and get rolling, you get right into game phase.
So many different things go through your mind all at one time. It's pretty much why I love it.
It's just goosebumps everywhere. I mean, there's something so special about this place and those particular words.
33 magnificent racing machines. Magnificent in its own right, the pace car for the 87th running of the Indy 500. The Chevy SSR pace car. 4 of them sit in front of the field now, and then one will pull away. Let's take a final look at this year's Miller Highlights starting grid, front row. Castro Neves is going for a record 3rd win in a row. Tanan crashed while leading last year. 2 rookies, New Zealand's Dixon, England's Weldon pair up with Sweden's Kenny Brett who won in 99. Former bull sitter Scott Sharp shares the 3rd row with 2 rookies. Row 4, DeFerrin finished 2nd 2 years ago. Schechter led 85 laps last year. Andretti has driven over 61,000 miles in his career. He has 500 to go. Hunter Jr. is looking for his 3rd Indy 500 victory. A rookie, Handel the Sear brothers. In row 7, Buddy won the 596. Youngest driver ever to compete in the Indy 500. Floyd the 4th, and Sarah Fisher will start in her 4th. Barron ran 4th a year ago, and Mira has the fastest Chevy in the field. 2 road racers, and then both a short track engine star. All 3 in the last row came to Indy without a ride, but remain focused on their dreams. Here's our inside line. The stories that we're following. Elio can make history, but Michael hopes to break the Andretti.
Look at all these people. That's crazy.
And then Foyt, Andretti,
A yearly tradition, man, on Memorial Day Sunday.
Maybe not appeared for some time. And then could we have a rookie winner out of the 9? And Chevy, Honda, and Toyota. A win here means big bucks in the showroom, Scott.
So,
The slide in the cockpit for the very last time
yeah,
this morning.
I decided to do a video of me watching an old Indy 500.
Well, we wish you all the best.
But so
TNT wireless race
I
announcement.
recorded this.
200 laps, 2.5 miles around the
I'm
track.
recording this before this year's Indy 500.
27 miles an
But you're going to see this on Monday, the day after this year's Indy 500. So, yeah.
This month, but do you feel this might be
And yes, I will watch this year's Indy 500.
Well, you've been fast. Good luck today, my friend.
As the 33 roll towards that green flag. Let's check in with our reporters again.
I'm gonna watch with my father because it's on his birthday. His birthday's on Sunday, May 24th, the day of this year's Indy 500. So might as well watch an old one, you know. And man, they got a big team, that's for sure.
There's also pressure Jerry down on pit road. It's more than a third of a mile long, and at least 8, maybe 9, maybe 10 times these cars will come in for service, Gary Carroll.
Pit location, Jack, always very important. And the teams that are closest to pit out or the exit always insist they've got a distinct advantage. Basically because once their car's serviced and they leave the pits, there's less congestion to deal with. And the honor of having the best pit position today goes to the fastest qualifier. He's also the defending champion, Elio Castro.
Hey, that man's got a Cleveland Indians cap. with the old logo, the Chief Wahoo logo.
The race. Failure to properly insert or remove the fuel hose can prohibit the proper amount of fuel from getting into the race car or create an invisible and devastating fire. If you are to win the race today, you cannot afford a mistake in this 47-foot space this afternoon. Paul?
Well, Vince, two major racing series race on the Indy Oval. The IRL is the fastest by nearly 50 miles an hour more than Cup. And Indy cars, unlike Cup, remember, start 3 wide at Indianapolis.
This is my first time actually watching an old race,
The winds, Mike, there's
like from start to finish. This past week, I would put old Indy 500 on one of the other TVs just to, you know, hype myself up for this year's. But actually watching an old race from start to finish, this is my first time doing that.
until the 87th running of the Indy 500. Log on now to
And I've done, you know, recent years I would watch old Super Bowls, old NFL drafts, which I watched 2 on video this year. Old home run derbies. I'll do a video of me watching an old home run derby this year. And old CFL Grey Cups, which I did too. But they were like the 40-minute version, not the full game. I didn't have the time to watch a full game. But this might also be a yearly tradition, because this race has the history. This race is just as old as the CFL Grey Cup. Isn't that awesome? So yeah, this is from 2003, 23 years ago.
so much riding on this race. They form their rows of 3 up into the north end of the track now.
So,
Castro Neves, Kanan, Gordon,
yeah.
front row. They take a look at the North Short Shoot.
I didn't want to pick one where the broadcast is super long, so I picked one of the shorter ones, and this is one of them. Another reason why I chose 2003 is because the announcer is Paul Page. He's got a great voice. I remember back then, the 4th of July, they'll have the hot dog eating contest. Paul Page would be the host. I remember his voice. All right, the race is underway. Castro Neves, who was in this year's Indy 500, right? He's like 51 years old. That's insane. He's still in this? And at the time, yeah, he's won this multiple times.
Up through the north end. Elio Castro Neves from the pole with Tony Kanai in pursuit.
This is back when it was on ABC.
Castro Neves leads the first lap at Indianapolis.
It was on ABC for a long time.
Dan Weldon comes into fourth. Then Kenny Britt.
And Paul, on that start, we saw a green 7-Eleven car actually going through traffic. Michael Andretti went from his starting position of 13th all
And as you can see, yeah, I have my other TVs on because I'm used to doing that, especially for this particular weekend.
For third place, upper left-hand corner.
This one has Eric Super Magnificent. Old birthday streams. Hello, Eric.
Keep track of the rest of the field. Running order will be in throughout the race.
This one I'm playing Peacock Sports. Swimming. Hey, summer's coming up. Summer is basically swimming season, so. Oh, wow. It says 50 years. So back in 2003, this was ABC's 50th year. Wow.
Bob, we showed it to you earlier, that accident at Motegi with Scott Dixon.
Or I don't know, or maybe it's, well, yeah, it says 50, so. This racetrack has not changed a bit, hardly. Can you believe how old this race is? So this was 23 years ago. This was the 87th running in 2003. This year, 110th. I believe that is correct. But yeah, I do watch this every year. Now I'm kind of into it. I'm now into watching an old one. Yeah, I figured it's better if I watch an old one before this year's, because, you know, sometimes they like to give away some of the history. Okay, let's go back 20 years ago in 2006. Who won? It was this guy, you know? And I'm like, oh, dang, I was going to watch that one, you know? So yeah, it's better if you watch old events before this year's, if that makes sense. So when I watch an old home run derby, I'm going to make sure I do that before this year's home run derby. Even though the home run derby has changed, it's not the same as it used to be. Indy 500 has pretty much been the same for a long time. The only difference is the broadcast. Man, watching old broadcasts in general is just really cool. Look at these old graphics. Back in the old days, no graphics. Hardly any. No score bug. Yeah, the quality wasn't fantastic back then because this is 2003. But it's great sound. I kind of rather have a bad picture than bad sound, you know? Because if we get, like, if there's great picture but bad sound, if the sound is so bad, I might as well mute it, you know?
He says no power, but the engine is running. You can hear it running, but he's actually got no power, and that means there could be something going on with the fuel system or the electrics. You're going to have to get through that and maybe look down the computer and see what's happening.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the last episode of KSN, or the one before that, from Saturday, the 2.5 hour one. I mentioned that I would like to watch an old Indy 500, so I'm going to watch this right before I go to sleep. And no commercials. Well, in the video, as well as no ads for the video, because I have YouTube Premium. Yeah. Yellow flag. Billy Boat.
Well, give Billy some credit because he got right off the racetrack and on the apron, so he didn't oil the track down.
So Billy Boat brings out the first yellow at Indianapolis, 8 laps complete. And in the record book, Castro Neves leads Tony Kanaan, and Robbie Gordon is his third.
I think... that's a Beatles song. Baby girl, you drive my car. That's that song. That makes sense.
So immediately the yellow was thrown on to make sure there was no oil on the racetrack. Now we do have some pit stops occurring at the bottom of your screen. Michael Andretti and Tony Kanaan just leaving the pits right there is Robbie Gordon. So it's a little early for regularly scheduled pit stops. Only 10 laps completed. But now Andretti and Kanaan both have service and go back out onto the warm-up lane. And of course the
Let's see. Okay.
it could mean the difference between winning and losing, and Jack Arute has a closer look at a pit stop here at Indy.
Organized mayhem, automotive ballet, the race within the race, a cauldron of emotion, danger, and speed. The IndyCar pit stop often is what separates winners from the rest. A driver must enter the pit box with precision, miss the mark, and the fuel hose won't reach the car. The right front tire changer polices this, then change Wheel nut off, tire and wheel exchanged, and then the next step. Aerodynamic adjustments initiated by changing wing angle. The front
Man, it's crazy how fast these guys can change
turns them up.
tires and stuff.
Timely handles on the nose of the car. He also scans the rest of the crew's work and oncoming traffic. He makes the call when it's safe to exit the pit box. The fueling process is left to two crewmen. They attach an air supply on the car and point fuel at
What the heck?
gallons per second.
Oh, that's the video or the broadcast making that sound.
He adapted multitasking. Once he's finished changing the rear tire, he makes any rear wing adjustments required, and then stands by to restart the car should it stall. Now, done correctly, this dance takes just 12 seconds.
That's so fast. Oh my gosh.
Pit stop.
Ha! Really? Yeah.
Congratulations, you just lost the Indy 500.
What the heck? They're trolling.
And the reason why Andretti Green, the entire team pitted, they are trying to make as many pit stops as possible under caution. When you got 10 or 11, Scott, you want to get them under yellow if you can.
Jack, you're absolutely right. Let's get in touch with Sarah Fisher. Sarah, Scott, you're up here in the booth. Can you tell me how your start went and how your car is working for you?
Well, the start wasn't as great as I wanted. Third gear is a little off for us today, but the car is excellent. I'm just buying some time. Start was pretty crazy from the back here, so we'll have patience to get to the
That's a
end.
female driver.
Patience is a key. Good luck. And boy, don't we know that patience is the key for all these drivers to get through 500 miles today, Paul?
One of the members of the Andretti Green team, Dan Weldon, did not make a pit stop, but because of that, he has now inherited second
Who's that guy?
position. Elio Castroneves in the lead,
Hey,
with Dan Weldon,
get out of my room.
Brad Takagi, and Scott Dixon. Those are your top five as we are under caution for the first time. And again, nothing serious. Billy Boat had a huge amount of smoke come from back into that car. He coasted to a stop at the south end of the racetrack, but immediately the caution was thrown on because any amount of moisture on the racetrack can be a serious problem, of course, for these drivers.
Yeah, 5-tayer. I'm used to having 4 things at once. You're kind of like that too, but in a different way.
Man who finished third last year, what happened to him?
No, we don't know yet. Apparently, it's something electrical that happened. I mean, nothing to do with the engine itself. It's just stopped running pretty much. It's pretty frustrating, you know.
Damn, he's already out of the race? What the hell? That sucks. Helio! He has to be the only old driver left that was in this one, 2003. He's from Brazil. And I heard he won Dancing with the Stars. What? That competition? Dancing competition? He won Dancing with the Stars. Like, wow. I used to watch that show as a kid. As well as American Idol, America's Got Talent. I don't know. I'm not into those anymore. I guess it was just something that I got into growing up, but yeah. Another yellow flag? Oh, we just had a green flag and then another yellow flag. Wait, that's Sarah Fisher, the female driver? Oh. They were just talking to her. What the heck?
Takes the steering wheel off, a sign, an indication to the safety crews that she is okay.
I'm not sure if Sarah's the first female competitor in this Indy 500.
Short day for her, Paul, and this is what drivers, as you heard,
This was before Danica Patrick came in.
all month from having a crash.
She was 22, young. Oh. Oh. Damn. Damn. Dang, it happened again?
Restart. The temperature is not as warm as it would be. Could that be a problem for the full tire?
Look, it might be, Paul. It looked like you got to the center of the turn, the backing started
What
to
the
come out.
heck?
And you know something, with these cold temperatures that we have right now, it does take a couple of laps.
Wait, it's actually cold there?
Perfection. Vince,
It's usually warm. It looks overcast. Doesn't look like it's sunny.
more pit stops than we did on the first caution, which came at lap 10 Saturday night.
Look at the size of that track.
Hey, Stanley Cup Finals! Devils versus Mighty Ducks.
Cup Finals presented by Nextel, Saturday night at 8 Eastern, right here on ABC Sports Championship Television.
The Stanley Cup, yeah, I remember back then it would be in the last week of May. Now it starts on the first week of June.
We do indeed expect Elio Castroneves to make a pit stop here. He's in the warm-up lane, and so that's a pretty good indication that the leader is going to relinquish that position to make a pit stop. We'll see how many behind him do likewise. That's Ed Weldon tucked in right behind, and Kenny Breck third.
Look at the size of that track.
Those guys are indeed headed for pit road for service here on the 17th.
The track looks pretty much the same, man. It's insane. Look at all these people. This is like the largest attendance in sports history, period. Oh my gosh. It's nuts. It's gigantic. So once again, I'm watching this before this year's Indy 500, but you're going to see this the day after, Monday, Memorial Day Monday. Unless if somehow the Indy 500 this year was postponed to Monday, which that has happened before. I read some of the history of the Indy 500. One year there were some years they couldn't have it at all on Sunday because it was raining nonstop, so they had to have it on Memorial Day Monday. One year, it was postponed to the following weekend. They could not have it at all on Memorial Day weekend, so they had to postpone it to the following weekend.
Right now, you're actually got some great position on the track. What's the strategy for you?
Well, we're just working our way up through. My guys just had an awesome pit stop that put us right behind Elio. And so the conditions are real good out here. Motorcycle specials running really good. So, it's still way early in the race. So we'll just keep going.
Well, good luck, and we hope that you have an opportunity to get your third. Good luck.
Yeah, it looks cloudy there.
Have not made pit stops. Scott Dixon, who was the leader,
Some years it's like that. Some years it's sunny, clear skies.
that position has not pitted, and so he is second. Today's driver radio transmissions are brought to you by 1010.
Speaking of the radio, yeah, you can listen to this race on the radio. They've had this on the radio forever, and you can still listen to it.
Dixon took the lead. He became
They have it on Sirius XM or wherever you get your radio.
And Bob, one of the things with multi-car teams is a lot of running up and down pit road, trying to cross-reference information one against the other. That's the case with Target Chip Ganassi's team with Thomas Baker and our leader, Scott Dixon. Well, they've unveiled a brand new product so they don't have to run so much. It's a flat screen where they can actually, in real time, communicate back and forth between each other without having to make the run. It may be only 20 or 30 feet, Vince Welch, but at 20 or 30 feet on foot, that could be a couple of car lengths out on the racetrack.
Well, it certainly has been an eventful race so far for A.J. Foyt Racing. First of all, Anthony Foyt had problems with the connector on his earpiece. A.J. wasn't happy with it at all, and you see the end result. It's now in two separate pieces.
Damn.
When Anthony was trying to avoid that crash, he and Robbie McGee nearly touched, and you see you've got the white wall there for Anthony Foyt as he brushed up against the outside wall. Upstairs.
19 laps completed at Indianapolis. Under caution, we should be green when we come back to Indy. Stay with us. Back at the Indianapolis 500, presented by 7-Eleven. Scott Dixon, the red and white car, leads the field around. And in second place there is Daring, who's had a magnificent run. But remember, first and second have not stopped. Third is Michael Andretti.
And Paul, Michael Andretti's the master.
I think it was last year the Indy 500 was delayed, or the year before, because of rain, and they were able to finish the race before sunset. Yeah, they've never had this at night, and they can't have it at night because they don't have lights. Yeah. And did y'all know there's a golf course at the track? That's how big this track really is. 7-Eleven, the sponsor.
Just look, the top of the intake, the red pod is the difference.
Call that restart lap 217 miles an hour. So those guys are already doing 225 down the straightaways.
Yep, this race is quite the history.
225 range, and those guys will then be doing over 230 miles an hour going down the straightaway.
Here is Tony Kanaan, lined up behind Robbie Gordon. The question that's bothering me now is we've had two yellows, both for engines, one engine that contact with the wall, Sarah Fisher. Both of those were Chevrolet.
And Paul, they thought that they had everything under control, but they've done some 500-mile tests here. As a matter of fact, Billy Vogt did a 600-mile testing between the first and second qualifying weekend, but we don't know everything about it at this point in time, but we'll keep our eye on it. The other thing that we have to watch out for is that Corey's going back behind the pit wall to fix a fuel pressure problem, and Giafoni is out with possible fuel pressure problem. Both of those are Toyota power plants.
The fastest or highest performing Chevrolet at the moment is Jimmy Kite. He's back in 13. Both teams were back at the Indianapolis 500, presented by 7-Eleven. 87th running, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Rookie Scott Dixon, starting from the second row, is leading. You see the top three here.
Man, that's so, look how fast they're going. They can go over 200 miles per hour. Like, that's nuts. Can't imagine the adrenaline pumping.
Both of those passes, as Gordon's going to have to defend himself here now, as Vassar comes into the fight.
Man, I already got 3 racers out of the race.
Win it, but running gets Trent behind Gordon. Now he's going to try.
Normally, there's not many caution flags in this big race.
There, his spotter will be telling him, hey, you got one underneath you, you got one underneath you. Finally, he wins the turn.
Everybody trying to make the move now. Vassar to the inside. Richie Hearn comes into the fight.
Some of these racers I've heard of before. Of course, Helio Castroneves.
Farron in 11.
I don't know why. I feel like I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but
Farron, no surprise. Barron's given his car a great run.
I've never been to a 7-Eleven because there isn't any in my state. Just like Buc-ee's. Well, I have been to a Buc-ee's, but there isn't any in Louisiana. Look at that. Speed 218 miles per hour. Holy smokes. NASCAR, they can't go as fast as these Indy cars. So yeah, I mentioned the last episode, or the episode before that. Gonna try and watch all 3 races: Indy 500, Formula 1 Grand Prix in Canada, and NASCAR's Coca-Cola 600. Obviously, they're gonna do a tribute to Kyle Busch.
Back down to the pits. Jack
Well, Michael Andretti isn't trying to change gears. He's trying 5th. He's trying 6th. He tries to chase down the leader, Scott Dixon.
But the one that I'm into the most is the Indy 500. Even though I don't watch any other IndyCar races. Hey, some people are like that. Horse racing, they only watch the Kentucky Derby. That's about it. Also, NASCAR does have a race at this track at Indianapolis Motor Speedway called the Brickyard 400. I don't know when that. I think that's later in the year. Later this year.
What you end up having to do is turn around and go back to the old-fashioned pen and paper.
Who knows? Maybe I'll watch that one if I remember. There's a few NASCAR drivers that I remember from over 10 years ago. Oh, I also heard that Kyle Busch, he wanted to race in this. Dang, man. I can't believe he's gone. Oh my gosh. It's hard to believe that. He's up in heaven with Greg Biffle. Yeah, that was also sad, man. Greg Biffle's passing. NBA Finals.
Mavericks, Spurs versus Nets.
June 4th. Isn't that when this year's NBA Finals start? I know it's also the first week of June. I might record myself watching it, I don't know. Or live stream it, because I'll watch it live. I was going to do that last year in Game 7, but my upload speed was way too low. I couldn't do it. Uh-oh. What happened? Someone's car's farting? I heard like a pop. Firecracker. Up, yep. He knows he has to go to the pit. Target!
He's the target.
Oh, he has to go all the way to the front of the pit? Wow. Oh, he's number 9. That's why. Okay. Damn. Look at the shape of these cars are kind of crazy. Yeah, it's really cloudy. Sometimes there's a rain delay at the Indy 500. They obviously can't race in the rain. They can in horse racing. They can run in the muddy track. Yep, no problem. As long as there's no lightning. Wow. Oh, he's the 7-Eleven driver. That's him. There he is. Yeah, I heard. Because I was before I started my recording, I was watching and listening to the little ceremony preview show. This was his last race. What if he won? I mean, wow, you're going to retire as a champion at Indy 500? I don't know if that's ever happened before. A lot of people don't retire as a champion, you know? Peyton Manning did when he won the Super Bowl. His second Super Bowl win, he retired. That was his last game.
What's impressive with this run right now, that Dare is still hanging in second. Unfortunately, he's got to have another stop, but at least it tells you this car is running.
Yeah, this race has not changed much. But you can watch, there's a lot of old Indy 500s you can watch on YouTube. You can go way back. I sort of did that just to see what the broadcast was like, and yeah. Broadcast was a lot different, obviously. The picture, the sound, and the cars. The race cars were different back then. Way back then, in the old days. It was more dangerous, actually. I mean, it's still dangerous now, but there's more safety features, basically. But this race is still crazy. I wonder if there's a video game of this. I'm sure there is. I have NASCAR. I have a NASCAR game on the Wii. Maybe that guy will live stream it on Eric Super Magnificent. What if they have this in Mario Kart? What if they have this track in Mario Kart? That would be funny. 200cc. More like 300cc. Maybe 500cc, because it's the 500. Look at all the stands and the people. It's full. And this is a worldwide event. Now you got racers, race car drivers from all over the world that wants to compete in this. Man. Number 41. Wow. You must feel like that must be like the last number of the race. Yeah, there's usually about 40 racers. Same with NASCAR. Uh-oh. Okay, then. Fuel. Yeah, they have a whole pit crew, man. Uh-oh. Static. I wonder when they started doing that, adding cameras to the cars. That might have been the beginning, I don't know. Or the early years, I should say.
Initial green flag started in 12th spot and is currently running in 60. Has also turned the fastest speed of the race with a lap at 227.540 miles an hour. We all remember how well he did last year. He's having a good race so far this year too, Paul. He's having a terrific race right until the exit of turn 4. Led the most laps here of anybody since 2000.
Wow. Sunday Night Baseball was Texas Rangers and the Anaheim Angels. That is really weird. The Angels are not good at all. I guess they want to show other teams, which is a good thing, actually. I kind of like that. Not always the same big-time teams. I mean, I know that the big-time teams, when they play, they get more ratings. I get that. But it's, you know, it's nice to see other teams in it, even though they're not the good teams. Back when it was on ESPN, it was not like that.
Peacock Sports.
Yeah, this race used to be on NBC and Peacock, and Mike Tirico was the host. Now it's on Fox. I remember NASCAR on Fox, yeah. But this race was on ABC for a long ass time. I think I read they were like the second longest sports broadcast on the same network behind the Masters on CBS. Yeah, the Masters is still on CBS. And this was the second longest TV partnership, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure which one's the third longest. I don't know, March Madness. March Madness has been on CBS for a long time, too. Like, consecutive number of years, you know? Monday Night Football on ESPN, that's been around forever, too. Oh, ESPN and ABC. Oh, you know, ESPN is part of ABC, so... I'm not sure how long it's been like that. But yeah, I like to read the history sometimes. Oh, more static. Oh, gotta go to commercial. Wow. They haven't been in the commercial in a while. See, now it seems like the broadcasts today, there are more commercials than the old days. That's kind of sad. Yeah, when they go to commercial, it's usually the picture-in-picture. I think it'll be like that. I think it was like that for Fox. Picture-in-picture mode. It was also like that with WWE SmackDown and even AEW on TNT, TBS. It's kind of weird, but yeah. And sometimes when they go to commercial, there's a flag, a yellow flag, a caution. You missed what happened. Well, I mean, they'll show you what happened, but like, you know, not like live. You're not gonna hear the announcer say, "Oh my gosh, we got a crash," you know, because they went to commercial. The big gulp. Yeah, I've never been to a 7-Eleven. Are there any in Texas? I might have to look that up. Yeah, even back then they did it so fast. Hopefully this video doesn't get blocked. So I made sure to... I don't think it will. I don't think it will, but if it does, that would suck. I mean, I guess I'll have to like maybe edit the video if it does get blocked and re-upload it again on another night, because this is gonna be about a 3-hour video, maybe a little under 3 hours. I'd say maybe 2 hours and 45 minutes. But it's gonna take a while for it to upload because not only the video file size is large, but my upload speed is still low, so it's gonna take longer to upload it. Castroneves is second. That's crazy. He was in this year's Indy 500 when, as what, like a 51-year-old? I know his birthday was earlier in May. Yeah, because I would do the famous birthdays, and I remember I greeted his birthday. Nope. Yellow flag, the third one of the race. Yellow flag. Wait. There's a flag. Like the football flag. Let's check the penalty. Yeah, yellow flag in football, yellow flag in car racing. I'm not sure which one's older.
Heavy pace car there. Johnny Rutherford has the wheel of it.
This was a great break for Thomas Scheckter, who has just taken over the lead of the race because he was scheduled to come in 3 laps. So this is a big break for Scheckter, who was just about to have to make a green light stop.
Aaron Scheckter, now the leader of the race with Elvis second, Brennan third.
Back at the Indianapolis 500 presented by 7-Eleven. Now when Michael Andretti and
I wonder what is the sponsor for this year's. There's a lot of sponsors. There's more sponsors than ever.
Elio Castroneves. Castroneves, of course, the pole sitter in the race, but coming off turn number 4, Scheckter got a tremendous run off that corner. Drafted for a while, cut to the inside, and past Castroneves
Gosh.
as they headed for turn number 1. And so Scheckter, at the moment, is the
It just shows you how fast they're actually going.
position, followed by DeFerrin. And these are our Firestone lap leaders so far, with Michael Andretti having led the most at 18.
I'm trying to find my phone charger, but I don't think I brought it in here. So let me go get that real quick.
The pits have been closed up to now. They will be open here, and we definitely expect pit stops by Scheckter and Castroneves and several others. The field now in turn number 3 as the huge crowd assembled here at Indianapolis once again this year looks on under caution for the 3rd time this afternoon. Our first caution was brought out by Billy Bode, who had an engine problem. Then we had Sarah Fisher into the wall. She's okay. And Robbie Buell was the reason for our most recent caution. He spun coming out of the pits. All right, now the field is in turn number 4, and the pits are open, and so those running up front will be moving to the left and entering pit road off the corner. Here they come.
Here they come.
Come down pit road while others remain behind the pace car. Scheckter, Castroneves, DeFerrin have all decided to come in.
Keep coming. All the way down. Just keep coming down.
Our Aero Team Penske pitted at the very end of the line.
Let me show you something here.
Screen pit out.
Look at this shirt that I got. Or did I have here?
Thomas Scheckter was leading this race last year when he crashed, and the car is good again. No changes, just 4 5.
Yeah, how cool is that? Chevrolet Corvette 1980 to 81 Motorsport, the official Chevy original. Wow. Yep. I plan on wearing this Sunday, Memorial Day Sunday, for the big races. Might as well, because that is like the biggest racing day of the year, I think. Uh-oh.
Since the drop of the green flag, Breck started way up on the outside of row number 2 and
Miller Lite. That's the old Miller Lite logo, I think.
team owner Bobby Rahal looks on. Trying to restart the car, and they get it refired, and Breck
They're pushing him.
out into the race. Down to Jerry.
Well, aside from a bruise in the left foot,
Oh my gosh, look at those tire marks. What the heck?
very high expectations today. What happened?
Well, it's pretty simple. I mean, when you turn it into a corner and the motor just lets go, there's not much you can do. You can clutch it, whatever, but it's really not going to help you. Chevy's been doing a great job for us, and they're trying hard. They got some good things coming, so we're going to believe them.
Chevy. These are Chevys.
Another tough day here for the 2-time most popular
return after this message and a word from our ABC stations. You're watching ABC Sports Championship Television.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engine.
Oh, look at that.
The 87th running of the Indy 500.
Oh, in 2020, you know, the COVID year, they had it. They had the Indy 500 in 2020, but it wasn't on the traditional Sunday, Memorial Day weekend. They had it 3 months later in August. I think it was the weekend before the beginning of college football. Yeah.
Running in fifth position. Michael Andretti from Nazareth, Pennsylvania.
Big gulp.
His last Indianapolis 500, and he has signed a lot of autographs.
Holy crap. That's a lot.
He was one of the drivers who spent a lot of time with
He was a big time racer.
golfing as he turns his attention from the driving to the business aspect of the sport after today's Indianapolis 500. Well, starting tonight, Emmy Award-winning series The Practice moves back to Sundays at 10.
The Practice? Never heard of that show before.
9 Central here on ABC. All right, we are about to go back to
ABC.
flag racing and ready at the front of the field, Paul.
With 60 laps complete, there's your restart order. Cindy Nakano's actually sitting between first and second place.
Well, Michael Andretti has to go into fuel conservation. They've had the discussion. They've told him, Michael, find a couple of cars to get behind and try and save fuel.
Pace picks up. Michael Andretti leads the field. By the way, Robbie Gould did get restarted and is racing again. Castro Neves is the second place car, but DeFerrin goes side by side trying to get Schechter.
Great time to pass, Paul. This is when everybody's bunched up together. All the drivers love the restarts. If the car's working, it's a great opportunity to get past a couple of guys that might be in front of you.
Another yellow flag?
Comes out again, and this is a pretty good hit with the ball.
What? Already?
Cars. That's Josh Lazier.
Damn. This is what, the fourth flag? In 65 laps?
Turn. Very difficult to tell from behind.
Number 99.
Yeah. Richie, boy, he struggled just trying to get a ride here. And Lazier and the safety crew is right
He must
there
have
with him.
spun out and hit the wall.
Make
huh?
sure there's no fire. So 2 cars
See what happened
in
here.
the wall off of turn 2.
And Paul, as we watch the replay,
What the heck? He just went straight to the wall.
high in the gray area. Now watch, he's on the outside. He's up in that gray area. There's no grip up there. You have to be in that black area where the rubber is. Looks like Jacques Lazier turns around, ends up just locking up the brakes, trying to miss the accident that's in front of him.
I guess
The daylights out of Jacques Lazier, who just jumped all over the brakes, and as a result, he spun. Let's go down. Jerry Punch is now with Shigeaki Hattori.
And Paul, the third driver to come back here in the garage area, Shiggy, what puts you out?
Well, beginning of 5 laps car was good. Then I don't know why after 10 laps and like I feel it's same as out of gas and then we changed fuel tank and everything. We could fix could be we had fuel pump oil.
Fuel pressure, can you get back out? Can they fix it?
You know, it's still in the pressure right now. So we couldn't do that.
Okay, Shiggy's out up here. Bob Jenkins, and the good news out on the track, we're told, is both drivers are out of those cars.
Indeed, Richie
Japanese driver. Dang, more drivers out of the race. So that's what, a total of 5 drivers out?
represented by 7-Eleven. It's Memorial Day weekend, and that means the 87th running of the Indianapolis 500. And we are 64 laps into this race. Scott Goodyear has a new gadget.
as I stop it, I want you to have a look to see where Richie Hearn's car is. It's up here, actually in this gray area that we see, and that's where he's going to be headed. So you watch as this happens now. Up in that gray area again, going towards the wall. He's way over here. And what ends up happening now, as we move along, is that he's going to end up clipping the wall. And we see Jacques Lazier ready to take the track, sees what's happening in front of him, and just gets on the brake, flat spots the tires. Both these guys seem like they're out of the race.
And again, both drivers were quickly out of their cars and appear to be okay. Richie Hearn and Jacques Lazier involved in the most
Swerving, swerving. I can swerve too.
leading the way. Elio Castroneves is lined up there in second spot. And then Scheckter is running in third spot. 65 laps into the Indianapolis 500. We have had 5 leaders and 5
Okay, I was about right. 65.
Michael Andretti having led the most
Who knows? There might be another flag at. Might be another yellow flag at lap 6-7. What if that happens? Got a caution at lap 6-7.
Castroneves, Dixon, Scheckter, and Gannon have been the leaders.
Y'all know 6-7 days coming up, right? June 7th. Damn, that's like, it's 2 weeks. Just about 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, there is the battle. Both of them wanted desperately. All 33 that started wanted desperately. But it's Andretti Castroneves battling at the front. Andretti picks up the pace. We're green flag again. Castroneves in pursuit. Thomas Scheckter third. Fourth is DeFerrin. Fifth is Takagi.
There we go. Lap 6-7. Lap 6-7. Let's see if they can make it through this 6-7 lap.
Neves got slowed up in turn one when he's trying to make the move. Thomas Schecter's going to get the draft and a good draft. He's going to go and just challenge Castroneves going into 3.
Scheckter gonna run Castroneves down to the inside of 3. He takes over second. DeFerrin closes now at the back end of Castroneves. Takagi is right behind DeFerrin. That group pulls away for the remainder of the field.
Looks like they're gonna make it through this lap 6-7. 6-8.
Michael Andretti. Will he win his last Indy 500? Log on now to ESPN.com and play along with today's race on Enhanced TV, presented by Miller High Life.
Oh, you mentioned Torrance and Cobb. He's now currently running in 5th place. What a great job he's done all month. He's been fast. Really looks like he's been focused. And I don't think we can count him out in today's race, even though he doesn't have that much experience.
There's the last lap speed. It's come a little bit off.
Michael was wriggling his car there. Looks like a fuel
69. Lap 69.
Whenever you actually wiggle your car, it looks like the motor is maybe starting for fuel. That was very weird.
Chip Ganassi to Thomas Scheckter. Michael Andretti has some sort of issue. Castroneves goes to second. It's only been 18 laps since his last stop. He should have plenty of fuel.
And Paul, remember, this is by design. They're trying to extend their fuel.
Wow.
Discuss this.
They made it through lap 69.
Michael find a comfortable place, let somebody else lead for a while, and try to save valuable ethanol.
That is absolutely amazing. It's one thing to slow down a little, but not like that.
Well, Paul, maybe that's the owner of the team actually doing some thinking inside the helmet instead of the driver. Because I can tell you from past experiences as a driver, it's very hard to take your foot off the gas, especially in the Indianapolis 500, and let somebody get into the
Well,
lead.
and then there is that wiggle. You gotta wonder what was going on there.
Well, that was very evident. So maybe he's just trying to put a little message to everybody else behind him. We'll have to wait to see what's going on. He's a master of disguise sometimes, Michael is.
Conversation going on.
After 69 of 200 laps.
Toyota's run first and second. Honda gets third. Sam Hornet has the highest place Chevrolet back at 14th right now.
As these guys are settled into a pace, what they're going to be looking for is
race, not the Indianapolis 500, the recently completed race in Motegi, Japan, in front of all of his faithful.
Oh yeah, he's immensely popular. But Jack Garrett, what about when he walked out for the photograph?
Well, he walked out to see the photograph of how they started this race, 3 abreast in 11 rows, and he said to his interpreter, "You mean it's 3 and not 2 side by side?"
Yeah, only race in the season that they start 3 wide. Keeping track of our stories inside line. Floyd's got himself some problems.
Not very much experience here. Just turns 19 years old today. Certainly has a lot of experience.
19 years old, man. Jeez.
Pro Series last year.
That's crazy. A 19-year-old can be in this. A 50-year-old can be in this. Holy crap. There might be some guy who was in this for 30 years. Shit. Oh.
He had problems from the very beginning with a faulty radio earpiece, as you see a little loud in the pits right now. But Anthony Foyt has been struggling from the get-go. His spotter couldn't relay information to him. And at one point, AJ came on the radio and told Anthony, "You've got to get faster or they're going to run over you." Not good when you're hearing that in the earpiece from Grandpa.
Remember Reggie Hearn involved in that incident? Jerry Punch, how is he?
Well, Paul, he's okay physically. Richie, we saw your car move up across the racetrack. Did something break on the car?
No, I think Dari just kind of dove down on me at the last minute going into 2, and I just basically got up in the grade. I couldn't recover from it. Just kind of stood up the wall and that was it.
Paul, it had been a dream month for Richie Hearn getting a car lease from the legendary Roger Penske.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It was me watching that car roll back and forth across Gasoline Alley. Reggie Hearn's garage was right across from the Penske garage. The Penske guys were doing a lot of work on it. In fact, they were the team that actually helped qualify the car, but then they had to go back to Penske service, and Richie had to come up with his own guys to service the car during the race.
And Paul, remember when Roger Penske loaded that bad car, it was a payback for an accident involving Richie Hearn when he broke his foot in a crash with Sheldon Barron last year. Somebody from Richie's crew put a bundle of broken parts at the motor coach of Roger Penske. Roger never forgot it. Today was payback. And guess what? Sam Schmidt and the crew got another bundle of broken parts.
As we ride along here, we're looking at the Angel Cowling right now.
Hey, don't forget about lap 7-6. Lap 7-6. You know, like the 76ers.
Yeah, it looks higher on the left side.
I think they just completed lap 7-6.
Now, the tough decision.
So are they on lap 7-7? Double sevens?
Call him in for. Remember, that's a carbon fiber part.
Yep, 77.
Still don't want him
Lucky,
flying through the air.
lucky double 7.
The leader after all.
Look, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Thomas Schechter, that incredible run last year, win at Michigan. He is fast. Now driving for Target Cincinnati. What do you think, Scott?
Well, we're looking on top right now, but I thought I saw possibly from a side profile on the inside over in this area here that we might be seeing a bit of a space. And exactly, it's actually looking like it's lifting up just behind the driver's head. There's a bit of a dark spot right there.
Yeah, oh
See
yeah,
right beside the
absolutely.
driver's head. So I want you just to watch
Yeah.
as we go along right here. I'm going to give you a circle right through that area there. And you can actually see a black shadow, and that's probably just where the cowl is lifting up itself. Now, those are held in by what they call Zeus fasteners. Small little screws are actually of aircraft quality, and usually tape goes over those so they don't come unfastened. But that's a price you pay, because if the tape is on there, it takes longer to get those things undone if you do indeed.
Yeah, but your race control, you're going to leave it alone?
Well, right now one side is fixed, the other side is getting a gap on it. You know, right now they're going to be watching exactly what we're seeing right now. Two things are going to happen. If he loses that cowling, the aerodynamics will be disturbed going to the back of the wing, possibly putting him in jeopardy. And if something happens and he ends up getting it on the racetrack in front of somebody else, we just have a huge problem for the guys behind him.
And they could fix it
everybody right behind him checked up really big, and I had a kind of a good run coming out of turn 2 on Vitor and a couple other guys, I was just going to try to get a few of them on the restart and just kind of get back into our pace, and when they checked up, I had to get on the brakes really hard. It was enough to mid-corner just to spin the car out, and tried to keep it off the wall, just kind of spun back and hit the wall, the inside of the chain wall, but yeah, I mean, I feel bad because everybody, John's man, the whole team and I, have been working really hard this month, and we had a good race going. We felt like the car was coming to us, so we'll see if we can't get back out there.
Leaders now overhauling Foyt the fourth, putting him another lap down. You saw Schechter go by. Catherine Evans just got past. Michael Andretti is the next to come up behind him, and you're right on board with it.
See the speed difference in the turns. AJ Foyt the fourth, not got that much speed in the middle turns.
Yeah, AJ Foyt the fourth. What a family that is. Huh. There's not many the fourths, that's for sure. There's a lot of juniors and even the third, but the fourth, oh. Oh, look at that. Damn. Foyt the fourth. Oh boy. Foyt the fourth, you gotta get moving.
Target. He's the target.
Wow.
And Jack, we need to check with those guys because it looked like they did a rear wing adjustment
Another flag.
He's going real slow. Looks like
Is he running out of gas?
we're going to see a yellow come out here very shortly unless he can get right to pit lane.
Schechter just puts a lap on Buddy Rice. We really hope for more out of that machine. Rice's machine. Chevrolet powered. Jackaroo?
Well, Scott, I can answer your question. They did make a gurney flap change on the back of the rear wing. They're just, if you want to know what they look like, go to your local hardware store and get some of the angle molding that you would put in the corners of your house, except this isn't made out of wood. It's made out of carbon fiber.
Nice little piece, probably a little piece itself, probably worth about $300 or $400. So those guys just put it on the shelf. If he needs it later to the next pit stop, that's when they'll put it back in.
Michael Andretti moving way over on the front stretch.
Boy, I don't know.
What's going on there?
That's
He lost the lap on the stop. Dropped to 20th. And now the report from spotters around the course is the engine sounding sour.
Sour. Why you so sour?
See, he's moving his hand, looking at the dash right there. That he has all the information for his engine is right there on his steering wheel. And as he's going along the straightaway, he can see all the information. That right there that he's turning, right as you saw that knob, he's actually turning the fuel trim. He's searching right now. He's trying to cure the problem.
And then call for Michael Andretti to pit on this lap. When Thomas Schechter is pulled onto the pit road.
Thomas Schechter into the pit.
Now, they're trying to affect the change. They put the 200-mile-an-hour tape on that rear collar. That's been the fuel man's job. It's only one, maybe 8-inch piece. I don't know, Paul. We'll have to watch.
So they got the repair done on Schechter. Michael Andretti and Tony Kanaan both come in. Andretti expected Kanaan. Surprise. Now they're working on the back of Kanaan's car. And now Michael's
What the
car-
heck?
Bonnet blow off.
Dang.
Taking a look.
His car got exposed.
On engine is turned off.
Guys, I can tell you what this feels like. And when I've had this happen in the past, the Indy 500 was not even my last race. You can only imagine what is going on in Michael's mind right now. The Andretti luck has happened again for Michael Andretti.
Michael stays in the car. Dan Weldon, another teammate in the Andretti Green stables, who's been running a very nice little race. They try to restart Michael. Catherine Evans is our leader, first time today. Mario, 69 winner, who's had so much bad luck that Michael seems to have inherited. And
And well, like in this radio with Michael Andretti, the worst words that you want to hear on your retirement day, that's it.
What the heck? They're having trouble?
Michael Andretti will end his career winless at the Indianapolis 500.
Oh my gosh.
in his last race, he led for 28 laps. And it's the 6th DNF for Andretti in 14 Indy 500s. Elio Castroneves on the pit road from the lead. Approaching the halfway point. 250 laps coming. 250 miles.
Well, we're expecting a half turn on the front wing, over the aero change. The routine followers in Newark, Studio, trying to make it 3 in a row. The first ever to do it in Indy. Jose Gilliams comes in. Well, a stop, 19 minutes.
Alex Barron comes into the pits well, inherited second for a moment. Remember a winner out of the Indy Racing League last year. Barron getting a last minute ride when Ari Lyons got involved in an accident during the qualifying and decided he wasn't injured, but he said, no, that's it.
Well, Paul, I actually spoke to Ari just last night and he said, you know,
What the heck? His car won't move. What the heck? That's a damn shame to end your career like that. What the hell? Ugh.
A sight thousands of fans did not want to see. Michael Andretti's car going behind the wall. At the halfway point, Jimmy Vasser picks up the lead in the
Wow.
19 car.
Michael Andretti, the last time we're going to have this
Uh-oh, yellow flag.
Yellow is out. This will very possibly help Schechter. They may be able to get that repaired. They should run a tape right down the entire separation there. They went yellow because of this. This is Jimmy Vassar's car, and it started smoking. And race control will not take a chance. You remember last year, Tony Kanaan might have won the race, but Bruno Junqueira had an engine go right in front of him. They didn't go yellow, and then Tony Kanaan got the oil and went right to the wall. So they're being very careful about this. Jimmy Vassar pulls on the pit road. Firestone lap leaders now after 103 laps. Schechter's led the most and goes back to the lead after this situation.
All right, about halfway through this race.
So the yellow is on again, 5th time of the day. Again, because of Jimmy Vassar, this guy, the 10 Target Chip Ganassi car, Thomas Schechter, is the leader of the race, but Catherine Nevis is right behind him. Catherine Nevis' teammate, Jill DeFerrin, sits in 3rd. Takagi is 4th. Tonight at 10:30 Eastern, get a recap of all of the day's auto racing news and headlines from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on RPM tonight. For more information, log on to ESPN.com. The crew is ready for Thomas Schechter. He should be in the pits just as soon as they're ready to go. Dave Figueroa, the crew chief, they're set, they're drilled. They have 3 races under their belt with Thomas already this year. It means to switch over to Target Chip Ganassi.
And Paul, he's got a pretty good race talker on the radio for him. Chip Ganassi, who ran this race and now owns this team, is the one who calls the 500 for Thomas Schechter. Schechter says the difference this season versus last season, much calmer in the cockpit. And we've noticed it in the radio transmissions as well. Now, I'm not sure if it's because of this man, Chip Ganassi, or maybe just a little bit of 500 to it.
The man from Pittsburgh, Chip Ganassi. Now, this will be a stop primarily to repair the collie. But anytime you stop, you're going to refuel the car.
Absolutely. Now, he takes the advantage if he does come in the pits to actually take the time underneath yellow because there's not the fast pace that's happening on the racetrack.
But he didn't come
To
in.
repair that problem. Now, what we're looking at right here, as we drive along, you can see that split going right down between the car and the engine cowling. A little bit of tape flopping off of there. And that's what they're trying to repair. Obviously, those connectors have actually not been able to do the job.
Let's go down to Vince Wells with Jimmy Vassar out of the race.
Very disappointed, Jimmy Vassar. Ultimately, what was it, Jimmy?
I guess it's the gearbox. The gearbox was working beautifully all day long, and then it just popped out of 5th gear right in the middle of the run. And then they were telling me Kenny had a problem at first, so I didn't, it was working fine for me. And there's a hole this big in the gearbox.
Oh, man.
30th last year and disappointed again in 2003, Jimmy Vassar.
Drives for the Ray Hall Letterman. Dave Letterman from Indianapolis. Just wanted to do anything he could to get involved with racing. Loves racing.
Paul, you're going to love this classic Chip Ganassi. I got the pits all laid out. He even went on the radio and in code called in Thomas Schechter. But on another channel, he let Thomas know that he was just throwing a dummy to the field.
We come back. I want to tell you a little bit about some of the radio networks here. The 87th running of the Indy.
Yeah, there's the golf course.
We'll return after this message and a word from our ABC stations. You're watching ABC Sports Championship Television.
Under yellow for the 5th time here at the Indianapolis 500, presented by 7-Eleven, because Jimmy Vassar's car lost the gearbox and there was a considerable amount of smoke from the car. Well, while we have the opportunity, put on your thinking caps and tell us in our in-phone trivia question, what is the fastest official lap ever turned here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway? I'll give you a hint. It wasn't turned this year or last year or the year before that. We will give you the answer in a few moments. Meanwhile, the cars are still under yellow here. Pace car is leading them down the backstretch. Thomas Scheckter is the leader of the race, followed by the two Marlboro Team Penske drivers, Elio Castroneves and DeFerro. We understand
Swerving, swerving, swerving.
spun, and we'll take a look at it. This is turn 4 as
Oh. Damn.
momentarily spun but did not hit anything, and so he lines up for the restart. Sunday this fall, the rookie's about to meet the man who will make him a cop. Danny Nucci and Ernie Hudson. 10-8, a new series coming Sunday this fall.
10-8. You mean 10-4? Okay.
Here's a look at our AT&T wireless race analysis so far as we have reached 107 laps. Thomas Scheckter now has led more laps than any other driver. Michael Andretti is the driver who has led the second.
So some of you might not find this interesting. I get it. I don't know if anyone is going to watch this with me. But if you are, I guess let me know in the comments, or if you're watching this while it's premiering.
And thinking about the problem that Kenny Brick had, Scott, remember he's missing at least the first, maybe first and second.
Look at all these people, man.
Well, he could on the back end, certainly went around him in turn 4. We don't know if there's something going on with the gearbox. Maybe tried to select a gear, couldn't get a gear, or something got jammed. But had that problem before, Paul. And it's been a long day, especially in this racetrack.
On the restart order, you saw that Roger Yasukawa separates the two Penske cars. He's a lap down. It's Scheckter, Castroneves, DeFerro. Top three in the race.
Busy time here, turbulent air from the car.
That's another 7-Eleven car. Whoa.
Boy, did he squeeze that one through. Nice job, Tony.
Woo!
Great time to make a pass on the inside. Working on there right now. Watch this. Right underneath Buddy Rice.
But he couldn't afford to get stuck back there. Sakawa. Troy Takagi is moving now to the inside. Staying in touch with the leaders, now in fifth.
We talked about restarts, a great opportunity for pass, especially for people that are aggressive and have a lot of experience. So the cars are all gathered together. Great opportunity for that.
Hornish starts out to try to make a move. There's Tommy Buell back in the run. Remember, he had that spin on the exit. Didn't touch anything. Got it back in the race on board with Scott Sharp. Speeds are incredible. 227 miles an hour. Scheckter's top of the lap.
Three wide. That works all the time.
Barron to the inside.
Sharp's got himself stuck.
Yeah, it's still kind of a cloudy day.
That's
Oh, what?
football field, 100 yards. And at 200 plus miles an hour, it only takes a second to travel that distance.
Whoa! That's nuts! Holy smokes!
Football field in about 7/10 of a second.
Holy moly smokes. I have never thought of that. I've never heard of that before either. Maybe I have, but I just don't. Just like, gosh. Damn.
And he was amazed at the similarities between the game of football and the game, as he calls it, IndyCar racing. He said, I have become a huge fan. I have never known this color Indy 500. He said, I'm just blown away by the teamwork. And also, he says, the drivers that you me are good. They've got some linemen here in racing.
Castroneves is in second again. He's really good.
Overhauled twice. Chevrolet Power running 18. Very likable young guy. We really hope for more. He'd hope for more. Getting fast again.
It looks like he's either
So far, this has been entertaining.
top gear, Paul. He just seems like he's a good 15, 20 miles an hour off the pace.
Mainly because of the broadcast.
Brian Barnhart.
I like.
Here, I think he's actually going to be slowing
Yeah, Paul Page is awesome. He's got that voice. His voice makes this event bigger, you know? some guys are like that. Some guys, they have that voice, you know. And I remember he used to be the host of the hot dog eating contest, the announcer. Because I remember hearing his voice. That was like one of the only times I heard his voice was the Nathan's hot dog eating contest on the 4th of July. But it's funny because I never really knew that he was was the voice of the Indy 500. So I had to pick one that had his voice. So I picked 2003. Turns out 2003 was the 50th anniversary of ABC. So yeah.
Indianapolis 500, the 87th running. Thomas Schechter is the leader. Elio Castroneves and Bill Barrett both trying to break that one up. Do you remember the in-phone trivia question that we had? The fastest
Oh yeah.
lap ever in Indianapolis? Yeah, here's
Let's
the
see the answer.
Well,
Wow.
1996, 237.5498 miles an hour. And actually, there's an unofficial lap by Ari of 239 average. That's about 248 miles an hour down the street.
Ari owns the 1 lap, the 4 lap, and the race record. He's got them all. Elio Castroneves runs in second place. There he is. There comes Bill Barrett. Canons in this fight 2 and 4th. First 4 right there, all together. There they are.
Well, Sim Cindric says we are right on target. They look the way the car has been balanced. They made a half turn on the wing on the last pit stop. It's come right to them. Right now, Cindric is telling Elio, pass in anytime you feel comfortable. But the key, he told Elio, don't lose momentum. Meanwhile, Joe LeFerrin stalks his teammate, Roger Penske, telling him he's done a great job on fuel conservation. They're very happy with this lead.
Gary Chip Ganassi just told Thomas Schechter he has 8 laps to go. Now, before the last pit stop, the car was a bit unstable, had a little bit of vibration when Thomas found himself out in clear air. They made some changes, and all of a sudden, Thomas radioed in when queried that the car feels very stable out there. So he's going to stay on the point, Scott, at least for as long as he can. Vince?
Tora Takagi is currently running in 6th position, but his crew is asking for the Indy Racing League IndyCar officials to help him out with some of the slower traffic in front of him. Takagi is fast, and so is his teammate who's running in 7th, Alex Barron. But traffic in front of them is moving out of the way to the liking of the Moda team.
The 15 cars, though, are running on the lead lap. And all the officials can generally do is give you the blue flag with the yellow diagonal, which just says the car is following on them, tell you to move over. Talking about the rookies, Dan Weldon, top of that group right now. Takagi's looking strong.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Putting on a pretty good show for rookies.
Okay, I'll wait a little bit.
Takagi might be the first Japanese driver to actually lead the Indianapolis 500, Paul, because no Japanese driver has ever done that so far.
What's going on behind the leader, Bob Jenkins?
What we've been watching in the last few minutes, Greg Ray, who was the pole sitter here at the Indianapolis 500 in the year 2000. He started this race from 14th position, was running 11th until just a few moments ago when he was passed by Dixon, or I should say Sharp. But Greg Ray is just outside of the top 10 in 12th position. Now, his car is carrying the number 13. You don't see that very much in IndyCar racing. However, Greg Ray has done a great job here today in keeping that car up near the top 10.
All right, got 6 laps to go.
14. George Mason drove with 13 on it, finished 23rd.
Actually, many cars have actually tried 13.
Battle here, battle. Look at that. And the parents have come.
There's more of it, but back to the 13 pole. Many drivers have actually tried to qualify for the race with number 13, but not have ever made it.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing this. Because why not? Right? I might do this every year from now on. We'll see.
Running a little bit of traffic right now. You can hear Tony Kanaan off the throttle. Lap traffic in front of him makes the move right underneath McGee. Nice and clean. Robbie McGee gave him some space.
Oh! Damn. So that's the 6th yellow flag of this race?
Yellow of the day.
Yeah.
Ayrton Dare. He's okay.
See the steering wheel first get moved off and lays it on top, and then the cowling comes off and goes around his head. You saw him take that and just throw it against the wall. Takes away all the 6 straps that are holding on to him. Undoes his helmet and he'll pop up the car. Actually entering the turn,
Oh.
he is way high. Like something might have went wrong with the car because it didn't seem like there was any turning effort there whatsoever.
Turn 2 again. Fans are there. It's quite an expensive go.
He's up in that grade. You see all the marbles right there on the track.
Ugh.
The marbles we talk about are pieces of rubber that come off from the tires as the race progresses. The track is a little more slick up there in the gray area. You definitely want to make sure that you actually stay right in touch with the black section of the racetrack. That's where all the rubber is. And as he was, he turned around and threw himself into that safer barrier.
Special barrier design here in Indianapolis. It is a pretty remarkable achievement. Some of the teams call it the soft wall. Everybody's laid out for stops under this yellow, and it's going to come perfectly for Tom Schechter. There's that safer barrier.
Well, actually, that barrier, Paul, is actually rectangular structural steel tubes that are stacked up vertically. Now, here you go. Now, see all the rubber that's all the way down there. Here we see the safer barrier as we're talking about, Paul. It's rectangular structural steel tubes that are stacked and welded together. And actually, they have some bundles of foam that we can see right there behind it that actually helps soften the blow when a car hits the wall.
That's a proven concept. I think you're going to see it in use a lot. So now, most of the field should be heading for the pit road as the pits open up under this caution period. I'll be watching Pastor Nevis, the Farron, and Schechter on display as they come in. There's where they're located in the pits. Penske
No
choosing to
changes
use
on
the one
Thomas
down the
Schechter's
turn.
car. No changes on Thomas Schechter's car. Is Castroneves and DeFerrin go to their pits.
There will be a half change of wing on Rivera. No changes for Castro Neva. Elio has got number 1 pit. Will he be the first lap? No change in Rivera. Elio's gone. There goes Schechter. There goes Rivera. So Schechter drops to second.
Penske performance pays off on the pit stop for Castor Nevis. Gives him what he couldn't get on the racetrack. It gives him the lead of the race. The 87th running of the Indy 500 presented by 7-Eleven will return after this message and a word from our ABC station. You're watching ABC Sports Championship Television.
ABC Sports.
Look at that. That's insane.
Presented by 7-Eleven, and today's aerial coverage is provided by AOL Broadcast.
Looks like there's a road like in the middle of the
Sharp is currently
course.
running in 8th position. Scott Goodyear.
Hey, Scott, number 8 position for the number 8 car, but we've heard you on the regulator a little bit there. Are you guys out of gear?
Scott, we're just trying to perfect the car, make my car better and better in traffic. We're certainly using the track down the straightaways, but off the gas a little bit in the corners, so we're trying to just keep the rest up in the corners. But I have another gear to go to if I need to.
Well, good news to hear that. We wish you all the best, and as you know, the best part of the race
Eat some snacks here.
Today's radio driver transmissions brought to you by 1010.
Got this. Ritz crackers, soccer shapes. Got this for my birthday. Yeah.
This message and a word from our ABC stations. You're watching ABC Sports Championship Television.
Yeah.
Back at the
It's like
Motor Speedway, the 87th
for the upcoming World Cup, I guess.
7-Eleven. Wednesday, the special is 8:15
That's coming up.
Their lives have changed. The original Extreme Makeover Wednesday at 10 and 9 Central here on ABC. We're under caution here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's been a very eventful day. We've had some crashes, but nothing serious. Let's take a look at what has happened so far in the 87th running of this race. Billy Boat, who started
This one's like a
in
shape of a
23rd
soccer.
position, had a problem early on in the race as his car began to
Hey,
slow
look,
back.
shape of the shirt. This is number 10.
Indeed, the reason why we brought out the caution for the very first time.
Yeah.
Smoke from that Billy Boat car.
There is number 10 right there.
15, 7
Highlights. Dang. That sucks. Some early cautions. What exactly happened to his car? What the heck?
On the 107th circuit, Kenny Breck, under caution, was up in turn number 4, and for some reason the car spun on him. However, he did not hit anything and continues in the race. Lap 127 is the reason for our most recent caution. That is Eric Airtagare, who also got up high in turn 2, smacked the saber barrier. Ayrton is okay. And then this, Elio Castroneves going for the 3-peat, beats Thomas Scheckter out of the pits, and so when we go back to green,
8-7.
Castroneves leading Scheckter with DePerrin third, Kanan fourth, and Tora Takagi running in 5th position. I'm Bob Jenkins along with Scott Goodyear, Paul Page, Vince Welch, Jerry Bunch, Gary Gerald, and Jack Arute calling the action for you at the Indianapolis 500. So far, 6 different leaders during this race. Scheckter has led the most 62, but he's not leading right now as Elio Castroneves is up front. We're set to go back to green.
Helio. I call him Helio, but I guess it is Helio.
Aggressive guys at the front. Castroneves.
Swerving, 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 swerving.
Takagi, there is the restart corner. Kanan is going to just fire it up as early as he can and try to get around. Point to fourth and Yasukawa. Look at him. He's already sitting out there on the hips. We already flagged. And the rule is he can go as soon as it's green.
Absolutely. On the initial start, you must have to wait until the start and finish line, but on a restart, once it speeds up, you can pass any time.
DeFerrin and Scheckter go side by side. DeFerrin takes it. Castroneves and DeFerrin, the Penske cars, 1 and 2.
Penske.
Paul, interesting thing that these guys have done with the Ferret and Castroneves.
Honda.
Getting a draft.
Kanan goes for Scheckter, and they got him. So Kanan in that short space cleared the 2 back markers and then got Scheckter.
He's got no momentum on his side.
Castroneves is back in the top of the lead.
Interesting point about the Penske cars starting to say is that
Number 3. Is he still number 3? He might. I think he is.
they came here with enough cars for both drivers. They both tested them throughout the month of May. And Joe DeFerrin liked the G-Force, and Elio Castroneves wanted to stay in the Velar. So you have 2 different manufactured cars underneath the same team running 1-2 right now.
And you can actually tell the difference between the 2 chassis if you look at the air intake up above the driver's head.
Exactly. You can actually tell there's a triangle type one in the G-Force and another one.
Not a big Ritz guy, but they're pretty good. It's Nabisco.
Nabisco. Nabisco. Bisco.
My favorite Nabisco snack is Chips Ahoy. And my favorite Chips Ahoy is the Thins. Those Chips Ahoy Thins? Mmm. They're that delicious. You know, chip. You know, like eating chips. They're thin like a chip. So it kind of makes sense, right? Chips Ahoy. Ahoy, matey. I used to like Oreos, but I'm not a big Oreo guy anymore. I permanently switched to Chips Ahoy. I used to like Oreos, but I like Chips Ahoy a lot more now. I also like Nutter Butter. Nutter Butter's pretty good. I'd say that might be my second favorite Nabisco cookie. But Chips Ahoy all the way. Mm-hmm.
You have to figure that Tora Takagi has the most powerful of the Chevrolets. He tends to be favored on drivers. You're on board Kanan as he starts to hunt for the lead. But Scheckter's right behind him. So Takagi, you see them both there. Scott Dixon has made up considerable distance and is now running in 6th place.
He's sitting back there. Schechter got a little bit of a problem with the traffic, and he makes it. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Oh!
Experience with Schechter versus no experience for Takagi right now.
But his crew is disappointed that he didn't
I don't remember the first year watching the Indy 500. It might have been 2013. Because, 2013 was the year that I got into watching sports. So maybe I watched this in 2014. But I don't remember the winners. I don't. Only like the recent years winners. I don't remember who won it in 2013. So maybe next year I'll watch 2013. Hey, that's 10 years after this one.
Seems like when we put the last set of tires, the car wasn't performing as good as it was before. We lost some grip, and I was just trying to get out of the way for the leaders, and then suddenly I moved up a little bit. One guy went by, and then a group of cars went by, and I didn't have no room to come back to my racing line, and I ended up on the marbles, and then just lost a lot of grip and just went straight to the wall.
Frustrating day for the young Brazilian, Bob.
Chad Nevis, DeFerrin, Kanan, Schechter, Tora Takagi, Scott Dixon. Dixon is the leading rookie, but he's got Tony Renner right behind him, another rookie in the race. We were talking earlier about the radio communication. Jack showed you the pad communicator that Ganassi's using. And besides the one frequency that everybody's accustomed to between the pits and the car, and in fact everybody in the grandstand seems has a scanner.
7-Eleven.
Now they're using multiple channels to the car, and moreover, there are other channels that the teams use, like among themselves, between the teams on different
Man,
cars,
imagine
back to the garage area in case they need a part. Little radio networks for everybody.
Imagine being there in person and just watching these cars zooming by. Like, ugh. And I imagine they're loud. Sounds loud on TV, so I imagine it's super loud in person. But look at the amount of people. Holy smokes.
Even favor that good old-fashioned pit board. They'll tell them one thing on the radio and get them a number on the pit board that tells them something entirely different. Since the restart after that sixth yellow of the race, guys on the move. Well, somebody let it fly under point to fourth. Keep moving.
Fourth to fourth.
Farron and Kanan, of course. You saw those.
Look at that. The cameras are doing an amazing job keeping track of this race.
Devils Mighty Ducks, Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals, presented by Nextel, is Saturday night, 8 Eastern, right here on ABC.
Man, Paul Page's voice is amazing. He's got that voice.
Now to 23.6 to 23.8 miles an hour. These guys are just flying around this racetrack.
His voice just makes this event huge,
One more stop to make one final
Who doesn't like Paul Page? And I read in the old days he was the voice of the Indy 500 on radio. Then he moved to TV. He did that for many years, so yeah.
back up to speed. If he's under yellow, then they got them all coming in at the same time, and that's when anything can happen down there.
Tail end of the leader lap is the 27th car, Robbie Gordon, who started on the outside of the front row. Bob Jenkins, what's up with him?
Well, Robbie Gordon is not having the day that he had hoped for. We all know how he must, after this race, get on the helicopter and then fly to Charlotte, North Carolina for the NASCAR Winston Cup race tonight at Lowe's Motor Speedway. We always wonder what would happen if the guy doing that double duty would win here in Indianapolis. Would he stay around for the official photos, or would he bolt from the racetrack and go to Charlotte? Well, let's not count Robbie Gordon out, but right now he is indeed the final car on the lead lap, running in 14th position, about 14 and a half seconds back. So it would appear at this point, at least, that we won't have to worry about that problem. Robbie Gordon doing double duty here today.
But let's think about that. We're only in the 146th, or we are in the 146th lap, and Robbie is only 14 seconds behind the leader of the race.
Anything can happen. Paul can get in. Maybe a set of tires will make the difference. Maybe some adjustments in the pit. no doubt you still have the possibility of winning this race. You just look at the speeds that all these guys are running, all in that 223, 224 range still. Watching Sam Cornish last time by, he's running in 10th, 223 miles an hour for him also.
So at the Indy 500, Penske cars 1 and 2.
Penske cars, 1 and 2, Toyota.
Owner Tom Kelly is figuring strategy in Shark's Bend.
They go 3 to the end, it's going to be one more stop.
Yeah, but we got to make sure we do it with one more stop. That's the thing.
Where are we at?
We're thinking, depending on how this thing plays out, we're looking at like around 165. So that's where it's going to
Give us
35 to the end.
go to the end.
Yeah.
Is that an optimist?
Well, I think it is. It really depends on what you look at and what fuel mileage you're having. And a couple of yellows might help you along with that. But, you know, there's a lot of engineers with every team, and that's a data acquisition engineer right there that's looking at all those numbers. So that's what they're hoping for.
We recorded that back on the 127th lap. We're now on the 151st. Bill Capranevis, DeFerrin, Kanan, Checker, Takagi. Now, what about the whole fuel strategy? With a quarter of the race to go, we start with Gary Gerald.
Oh, absolutely no change from Roger Penske, who's with the Baron, or Tim Simwick, who's with Helio Castroneves. The Penske drivers are running 1 and 2. Both of these men insist that they are good to go. This race is green until the checkered flag with one more stop. That stop we're projecting would be somewhere around lap 165. Jack?
That's exactly what we're hearing from third place man Tony Kanaan and his team as well. But they're being a little more mum as to when they will actually pit. In fact, when I asked them, they said, we can't tell you right now, but we will tell you you're only going to make one more stop.
Well, Tora Takagi has one stop to make as well. And he is
Something else I got for my birthday.
and like the Castroneves,
Chessmen butter cookies, Pepperidge Farm. This is my favorite, Pepperidge Farm cookies.
Of all the guys on the leader lap, Dan Weldon, who is currently 12, should be in the pits 3 to 4 laps.
What do we got?
before
Ooh, look at that.
he'll end up on a different strategy.
It's like chess. This is, they call this the rook? I think it's called the rook. I used to play this chess game on my old Windows 7 computer, and I would always suck at it, but it was always kind of fun.
Currently 4th. We want to go back. Scott Sharp is 9th. There he is. And there's the Firestone telemetry coming from Sharp's car.
Oh, you heard him lift off a throttle right there, going into the short chute. Again, right there, I would say that Scott Sharp's got a car that's not working the way he needs it to be. Got a little bit of understeer. That means when you turn the steering wheel, the front of the car does not react as quickly as it should do.
Like, Seth, you're looking at a car doing straight line nearly 230 miles an hour. Robbie Buell's second time he's been in trouble today. This is over in turn 4. Looks like he just pulled it up and off, and the safety team came out to help him out, get him back behind the barrier.
Paul, that will not be a yellow because there's an opening in the wall there, and there's some safety crew that pull them into safety zone there, as they call it, so they don't have to go to a yellow situation.
See that? That's the lead of the race. Everybody together.
It's nice, all coming in the frame at the same time. Whoa, what's happening here? Either a little smoke or getting off. I think we saw a puff of smoke off the back. Either from the gearbox, we think so. We'll have to wait to see what's going on.
After the 9th car, target Chip Ganassi, Scott Dixon. There's the Firestone lap leaders. Teammate. Chip Dixon, Thomas Scheckter has led the most. Something absolutely wrong there.
A little bit of wiggling going on with the car. Maybe there's surgery.
Oh boy.
Not be a fuel problem. This is uncharacteristic. the drivers. They love the Firestone tires that the guys have brought here for them. Working perfectly for them in practice and in qualifying in the race.
Firestone has been shot on over 38,000 miles of testing right here at Indianapolis. There's the top six. We're back at the Indianapolis 500, presented by 7-Eleven. I'm Paul Page, Scott Goodyear, Bob Jenkins up top. Half the thousands down in the pits, including Gary Terrell, Jack Wood, Vince Welch, and Jared Bunch. Moving now to the closing laps of the Indianapolis 500-mile race. The 87's running. Elio Castroneves is the leader. It's the 163rd lap completed, and they are expecting everybody to be in between 165 and 168. Thomas Scheckter has led the most laps thus far.
Mario Franchini is waiting down here watching his team.
And I also got, for my birthday, Skittles. Look at that. Oh, this is heavy. It's 1.87 pounds. And yeah, it's so sad that Kyle Busch is gone. He's known as the M&M's car, but there were times where he drove the Skittles car, man. He did. Oh, this is kind of cool. Look at that. Feel the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Uh-oh. Wow.
Entire length of the pits to run. Teammate comes through. Cannon picks up the lead. So Elio Castroneves comes out ahead of his teammate. Tony Kanaan gets up the lead to Thomas Scheckter, and he's on the pit road.
Tony Kanaan maintaining the 60-mile-an-hour speed limit. He has almost a third of a mile run down to his pit box. He hits the marks. The reason they have to hit the marks exactly is because the fuel hose will only reach so far. They're expecting to make no changes on this car other than taking out 35-gallon fuel and new Firestone Mile tires. Why? Because they need to get out as quickly as they can. Oh, it takes a while for the fuel to come in.
Wow. Damn, look at all the tire marks. Oh.
And so Thomas Scheckter picks up the lead of the race, and that's... We got some history. Tora Takagi has just picked up the lead.
Oh, well, that's the first Japanese driver to lead the Indianapolis 500. That's
Wow.
something he'll remember for the rest of his life. A neat thing.
Thomas Scheckter into the pit.
And the Ganassi crew goes to work, fellas.
Look how fast they change the tires, man. Fuel. Fill her up. Look at him. You can just see his head sticking out. The helmet. Man, I'm enjoying this. This is entertaining. I don't know, I might not like today's broadcast as much as this one, but it's still a very special event, that's for sure. Yeah, for a long time, ABC hosted this. They also hosted the Kentucky Derby. And quite a bit of years, Al Michaels was at both events. Because Al used to be on ABC. And, oh, wow. These two cars look the same colors. Wow. And for many years, for decades, the host was Jim McKay. Jim McKay, man, he was Mr. ABC in the old days. He has a great voice, too. Just like Al Michaels. He also has a great voice. Paul Page has an amazing voice. Yeah. Jim McKay used to be the announcer for the Indy 500 in the booth. Am I weird for going back in time, even though all this was before I was born? Well, I was only 2 years old in 2003. Hey, I can't be the only one. I can't be the only young guy that likes to go back in time and watch these events that I wasn't alive or before I got into sports, you know?
Well, it's real unfortunate. We got such a great team in Patago Panther Racing, but early in the race, when Sarah crashed in turn 3, I know what his fault was.
Uh-oh, yellow flag.
The 14 car ran into my left front, and that problem just kind of degenerated all day until the steering rack finally just gave out. So it's a real shame, but hopefully we'll get another chance to start that Panther car.
Tough day for Robbie McGee, Jackaroo.
Well, Benson, the yellow is out because the problem with Robbie Gordon that started out pit road when he stalled the car, and as Scott Goodyear told us, Paul Page, it's a gearbox that is now expired on that car.
Robbie Gordon is out. The yellow is on again. DeFerrin and Catherine Evans first and second. We'll be back.
I wonder which Indy 500 had the most yellow flags and which one had the least amount of flags. I'm not sure if there was an Indy 500 where there was no flags whatsoever. I mean, I can look this stuff up. Oh, there's the trophy. That's one of the best trophies in sports. It really is. That trophy is awesome.
Laps to go in the Indianapolis 500. Marlboro Team Penske's 2 drivers lead. DeFerrin, then Castro Neves-Ball.
AT&T Wireless Race Analysis. There it is. 14 different lead changes. Averaging with all of the yellows. 5 for 37 laps, just over 162.6 miles an hour. Penske cars run 1-2. Tony Kanaan for Team Andretti Green. As they all take the green flag. And DeFerrin leads
All right.
the front stretch.
I guess I can look this stuff up. Luckily, my phone charges fast. Let's see. Let's do, oh, look, lap 7.6. Or lap 176.
Not going to happen there.
That was the restart.
That might cost him a position going down the backstretch here.
Least amount of caution flags at the Indy 500. I remember I did this for the Grey Cup. The highest scoring Grey Cup, the lowest scoring Grey Cup, as well as the Super Bowl and the College Football Championship. Let's see the least amount of caution flags at the Indy 500. Hey, Google AI knows. That's the thing. Google AI knows. It says there have only been 2 entirely caution-free Indianapolis 500 races in history, Wow. 1976 and 1990. Wow. I mean, I know usually there's not many caution flags at the Indy 500, but wow. There were 2 in history, caution-free. Both runnings achieved 200 consecutive laps at racing speed with 0 full course yellow caution flags. Wow, that's honestly surprising. 1976, 50 years ago. And 1990, 36 years ago. It says more details. 1976, this was the first ever caution-free Indy 500. The race was shortened. Oh, wait a minute. The race was shortened to 102 laps due to severe rain, and Johnny Rutherford was declared the winner. Oh, so the race was short? I guess I couldn't resume it? Okay, what about 200 laps? Wait. 1990, the first and only 500-mile, 200-lap race in history completed without a single caution flag. Ari Luyendyk set the track's all-time record, 185.981 miles per hour, which stood for decades. You can find full historical database of race flags, results, and statistics on the Indianapolis Motor Speedway website. So, wow, 1990. Okay. Now, what about the most amount? Was it like 10? Most amount of caution flags at the Indy 500. The highest number of caution flags thrown in a single Indianapolis 500 is 14. A record set during the 1988 Indy 500. The 1992 had 13 cautions and the most caution laps in history at 85. Wow. For reference, recent races during the modern IndyCar era have seen significantly fewer incidents because, you know, these cars are have more safety features. Though late race restarts have frequently triggered multiple red and yellow flags in the closing stages. Well, how about this? What was the shortest race and the longest? Oh, uh-oh. Is this caution number 8? We were just talking about caution flags, and then we see another. These are the rescuers. Rescuers are there right away. Oh. Oh. I don't know what that feels like when you hit that wall hard.
Well, with that, he will lose what he had coming in, which was the IRL point lead. So, caution again, 8th yellow of the day in Indianapolis.
Look at that, there's a road. What the heck? A little road, okay. For the public. All right, let's see the shortest Indy 500. The shortest official Indy 500 race in history took place in 1976. Oh, this is the one that we just read about because of the shortened race due to the rain. Oh my gosh! Whoa!
upside down.
Upside down? Damn. What is that, caution number 9?
The whole complex of the race, Paul, we're going to have another restart. Dan
Oh, Dan Weldon. Yeah, I do know what happened to Dan Weldon. Rest in peace. Holy smokes.
He's going to unbolt himself from the 6-way harness. Got the safety Hans device on that goes around his neck.
Yeah, I saw a video. It was at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway in 2011, I think it was. Dan Weldon died, man.
King Richard and the Lionheart on
It's like the worst case scenario. It's obviously the worst thing ever to happen, man.
What we call the showcase, because anytime it's banked, you never get a chance to reuse it. Did a great job as a rookie. The other
Wow, I had to flip it over.
a while ago that we all know was Nigel Mansell.
This car was in the air for a half a second.
See, there he goes. Amazing the safety of these cars, the safer role that the IRL has committed to, and a leader in technology and safety.
Man victorious over the machine again.
Wow.
So now the cleanup begins.
Is this going to be like a red flag, maybe?
This is going to set the stage for an interesting end of the race. Not that it wasn't going to be.
Oh! Wow. Wow.
Got some air underneath the front of the car, just like Mario Andretti did back in April when he was testing here for his son's team, Michael. Get a little bit of a wiggle right mid-turn. Car goes up towards the wall.
Oh.
He's lost control. He's just a passenger now, and he gets that little bit of air underneath there, and away it goes.
And unfortunate for him and everybody else that the car stayed up toward the wall then.
What a friend. That's spectacular. Amazing to see him at that speed be able to hop out.
I think Dan Weldon has won this before. The Indy 500. Ugh.
At the same time, perhaps they hit it over 200 miles an hour, Paul. Probably about 210 or 15 miles an hour. Now here we watch from Sam. He's getting a run underneath. Now Dan commits to get low. Sam is going to probably go high now to get the right run for the turn. Dan Weldon's entered a little bit low.
Oh.
Wiggle on the back of the car. Just not enough grip. The car goes out from underneath him.
It's so fast, man.
Driver, you're off the gas. You just want to make sure you miss it.
So there's the car. Now,
Wow.
Andretti actually climbed into a car for Tony Kanaan to test it just before the month of May started. This was in the
Oh!
Mario.
What the hell?
There again, that white piece of material.
What is that?
Right there is a piece from a car that Kenny Brackett crashed just a little bit earlier. It sends the car up, going into the air. Actually acts like an airplane. He's hitting the
Shit.
top of the fence right there, which holds him inside the park, lands on the ground.
Yo, that is scary as hell.
He had just turned a lap of 225 miles
And
an hour.
that shit can kill you.
To the engineers, the designers, and the crews that these cars are so incredibly safe. The 87th running of the Indianapolis 500, presented by 7-Eleven, will return after this message and a word from our ABC station.
So yeah, the shortest official Indianapolis 500 race in history took place in 1976. Due to heavy rain, the race was halted on lap 102, 255 miles, and Johnny Rutherford was officially declared the winner by the United States Auto Club, USAC. Then it says the sixth running of the race in 1916 is also notable, as it was intentionally scheduled and run as a 300-mile event rather than the traditional 500 miles due to the material shortages during World War I. Wow. Look at that pace car. Chevy. Now what about the longest? Is it the one with the most caution flags? The longest Indianapolis 500 in history took place in 2004. Wow. the following year of this, and lasted for 8 hours. What the heck?
Exposed. Target car got exposed.
What?
So that will delay the green flag coming out. We were supposed to go back to green next time, but that will not be the case as Dixon's car is stopped right in the middle of the racetrack.
Warming up the tires,
Oh.
Bob, and actually went down a gear, getting ready to accelerate to warm the rear tires up, and just clipped
Wow.
the left rear. And as he spun past us in the broadcast booth, that left rear was actually...
Thankfully, it wasn't during the race. That would have been horrible if it was.
And then he just ends up losing the contact with the patch on the road, and now all of a sudden he's a passenger.
Well, it had been a good race for Scott Dixon, who was the fastest rookie qualifier in this year's Indy 500 field, starting in the 4th position.
So, the longest Indianapolis 500 in history took place in 2004. WNBA on ABC. WNBA was a new league back then. Just about. Started what? I think it started 30 years ago in 1996. Because I once looked it up, the history. It lasted 8 hours and 22 minutes. It's got to be because of the rain, right? Because of 3 separate rain delays. But it took place on the same day, the same Sunday. Because of 3 separate rain delays.
Sometimes not the winner. I've lived that myself. And right now, even the guys in the city in 4th or 5th or even 6th know that anything can happen on a restart. And you know, nobody's out of this race right now. Let's go down to Venezuela.
Sorry, I'm listening to the announcers. That's why I stopped talking for a moment. Because of 3 separate rain delays. Oh.
I think we still have a shot at this thing. I mean, we didn't need that to happen to Scott for Thomas's sake, but you know, anything can happen here at the end.
What's your strategy here with Thomas in these last few laps?
Well, I told him, I said, this is for all the marbles, so that's about what it is.
See if Thomas Scheckler can get it done in these final laps, Gary Gerald.
Roger Penske has told Gilles de Ferran, let's see what you've got. Tim Cindric is on the radio with Elio Castroneves. Tim, what are you telling your driver?
Just be smart out there. Be smart out there. Hang on a second. They're going green next time. No, they're going green next time. Just be smart out there and bring it home. You know, you got to make sure one of these two guys brings it home. He's going to give everything he can in this game.
All right, Jack.
Well, we're getting green with Tony Kanaan. Does Tony have what it takes to get by those 2 red cars? Well, man, I obviously hope so, but they're very, very strong. We've been trying pretty hard these last few laps to see if we could get by. I mean, there's going to be a bit of a shootout. It's probably going to all be about the restart.
What about on the restart? What type of restart gearing do you have?
Well, we obviously have a pretty good stack up in gears for restart. Obviously, Penske do as well. So,
Hey, Paul, hold on.
oh yeah, Chip Ganassi.
Yeah, these 2 cars look pretty much the same because of the colors. Okay, let me go back to this. Because of 3 separate rain delays, the race was officially shortened to 450 miles, 180 laps. Started at 11 a.m. and didn't conclude until the early evening. Wow, was this like the latest finish? It might have been. 2004, wow. All right. Wait, I got one more question. Most amount of drivers out at the Indy 500, because it looks like about 6 or 7 of these drivers are out. Google AI says. The 1966 Indianapolis 500 holds the record for the most drivers eliminated from a single race, resulting in the fewest finishers in Indy 500 history. Out of the 33 drivers who started the race, 26 were knocked out. Wow. Leaving only 7 cars running by the time the checkered flag waved. That's 60 years ago. They probably have that on YouTube. Okay, 5 to go. 5 laps to go. Yeah, I made sure. Oh no, another one. Motor issue. Oh, he's in the pit lane. Wow. Okay. See, I made sure I made sure I didn't want to pick a super long broadcast because I don't really have the time. So this is about 3 hours, even though I started like, I don't know, 20 minutes after this when I first played this video. Yeah. As soon as this is over, I'm gonna go to bed. But let's say if this year's Indy 500 was in a rain delay and postponed to Monday, might have to premiere this after at another time or maybe another day. So hopefully that's not the case, because you're going to see this on Monday, the day after this year's Indy 500. All right, 3 to go. Wow. Let's see who's going to win this. For those of you that are actually watching this with me, are you putting this race on a separate device? So that way it's easier for you to watch the race? And then you have my reaction on another device? That's what I would do. I mean, I can easily do that. 2 to go. This has been a great race. Looks like DeFerran is going to win this. DeFerran. Final lap. Castro Neves is right behind him. Looks like it. Oh, he's still right behind him, but looks like DeFerran's gonna win. And it's.
Roger Penske to stand here with this victorious team for a 13th time. This time for Schilderberg. What are your emotions right now?
Well, I'll tell you, watching those guys together, we just had great stops. We had great fuel economy today with the engine, which made a huge difference for us, keeping us on we need to be. But I'll tell you, for Jill, he's tried so hard and we let him down last year. But hey, guys, this is about our team and about our people. It's not about me. It's just a fantastic day for us, and I can't tell you how good I feel.
Yellow flag. Oh, this guy must be for the radio network. The guy with the microphone. Look at all those tire tracks. What's his... Well, let's see. Let me look him up to see where he's from. Don't tell me he was in this year's 500 like Helio. Gil de Ferran, Brazilian. Wait, he passed away? Hold on. What? He passed away. Oh, what? He passed away, man. He passed away on December 29, 2023. He's also from Brazil, just like Helio. He was born in Paris, France. What happened to him? Why? How did he die? How did he die? Oh, I hear bagpipers. Ah, there's the winner's circle. Oh, what? He had a heart attack. He was only 56. So he was 35 when he won this race. I read he decided to retire at the end of 2003. Okay. Some guys, they'll retire early. Some guys will go on forever, like Helio. Gil de Ferran. Look at that trophy. Look at that. That's awesome. I can't imagine. That takes a lot out of you. They got the big reef. Look, that's so big. And then they give him the milk. They'll give him the milk. A tradition.
A mixture of pain with the back getting out of the car, but it absolutely is spectacular to see you here.
I tell you, Jack, it's hard to describe in words what I'm feeling right now. It's such an unbelievable moment for me. You know, you always dream of winning a race like this and see something smart, but I'm afraid words escape me right now. It's just unbelievable.
The tears of joy. Who says this race isn't the greatest spectacle and the most meaningful race? For Gil de Ferran, getting a kiss from his lovely wife. His children now, they may be too young to realize what this means, but they are here to share the moment. Gil, now, there's the milk.
The milk.
I love milk.
I wonder how that became a thing.
Milk has never tasted sweeter for Gil de Ferran, who has won the 87th Indianapolis 500 presented by 7-Eleven. Here's the rundown. Vitor Mira, a rookie, finishes
Look at all these racers that were out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's a lot. That's like half of the drivers.
We had the car, but unfortunately, nobody looked like nobody could pass anybody. We had fast cars, and she was fast, Annie was fast, but no, I don't think I could pass them. I feel sorry because I want really to give this win to the whole 7-Eleven team. Actually, I wanted this guy to win so bad. When I saw him in the lead, I said, I mean, man, today's gonna be his day. And as soon as I saw him dropping off, I said, hey, I'm gonna be the only chance of the team, so I'm gonna go for it. I'm thinking in the big picture, we're leading the championship, so let's see what's gonna happen.
Okay, Tony Kanaan finishes third. A tough day for him, dreaded great racing. When we come back, we'll talk to Elio Castroneves, who finished runner-up here at Indy.
While Sheldon Barron is down there in victory lane, his teammate who knows all about that is experiencing something new at Indianapolis. You've never been any place other than victory lane. How difficult is that to accept?
Well, I mean, especially being so close to being in a great situation to do history, you know. Car was running fantastic. Hey, as long as the team finished well, that's where we need to be happy. A little disappointed, but hey, Gio, you deserve it, you did well, and now let's go and fight the championship. That's what we need.
You know, he's already ready. He's already thinking about
Hey, look at him. He's a likable guy.
next year. We'll be back in Indianapolis in a moment.
For the second year in a row, Thomas Scheckter leads the most laps at the Indianapolis 500. Today you finished fourth. I know it's not where you want to be. What's the difference between fourth and first?
Well, I think it's the difference between drinking milk and not, but you know, it was so tough. All the cars were pretty close, and once I think before the second stop, or just after, after the last stop, I got into like third or fourth, and it wasn't dirty yet. But I have to thank Team Target and Toyota.
Let's go back upstairs.
And let's take a look at the AT&T wireless race analysis. And by the way, that tradition of drinking milk was started by Louis Meyer way back a long time ago, who actually asked for buttermilk in victory lane. 8 cautions today for a total of 51 laps here.
That's quite a lot. 8 cautions.
16 races in the IRL IndyCar Series. Coming up next on ABC Sports, the first ever X Games Global Championship.
X Games.
This Saturday, June 7th at Texas Motor Speedway for the Bombardier 500 live at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on ESPN. ABC Sports is online at ESPN.com. Keyword ABC Sports.
All right. Well, that was a good one. I enjoyed that race. I enjoyed the broadcast. And yeah, I'll watch this year's as well. I'll try to watch the Formula Grand Prix in Canada as well as the NASCAR Coca-Cola 600. It's mainly going to be a tribute to Kyle Busch. So, yeah. All right, I'll give you my thoughts on the next episode of KSN. I guess it'll be tomorrow, Tuesday. All right. So, yeah, have a good one, folks. Peace out.